10 most boring towns in the UK. When people picture the United Kingdom, they often imagine London's skyline, the rolling Scottish Highlands, or quaint seaside villages. Yet, beyond the postcards and popular destinations lies another Britain, quiet, predictable, and sometimes unfairly called dull. These are the towns where life moves at a slower pace, where excitement is replaced by order, and where comfort often wins over chaos. Today, we're counting down the 10 most boring towns in the UK, places that may not top a travel list, but tell a true story of everyday British life. 10. Lampeter, Wales. Tucked away in the heart of Ceredigion, Lampeter is the definition of a sleepy Welsh town. With barely 3,000 residents and one small university, it's quiet enough to hear the wind whistle down the high street. The University of Wales Trinity St David injects a little youth and energy during term time, but when the students leave, calm returns like a blanket. There are charming cafes, bookshops, and a few pubs, yet nightlife is minimal. Even so, Lampeter isn't lifeless. It's peaceful, affordable, and surrounded by scenic hills. For some, that's bliss. For others, it's boredom. 9. Grantham, England. In Lincolnshire, Grantham has all the makings of a historic market town, but somehow it rarely excites visitors. Despite being the birthplace of Sir Isaac Newton and Margaret Thatcher, it's often described as a bit plain. The town's architecture is a mix of Georgian charm and modern practicality, while the high street offers the usual chain stores and cafes. Life in Grantham is predictable. Commuters appreciate its location on the East Coast Main Line, and families value the low crime rate and good schools. But if you're after nightlife or cultural buzz, it's better to look elsewhere. 8. Swindon, England. Few towns divide opinion quite like Swindon. Famous or infamous for its confusing magic roundabout, Swindon has become shorthand for bland modernity. Once a booming railway hub, it evolved into a commuter town filled with warehouses, offices, and roundabouts. To many, it's convenient rather than captivating. Swindon Designer Outlet brings in shoppers, and the Steam Museum nods to its proud railway past, but its cultural scene remains low-key. The town does have a strong job market and solid transport links, yet for tourists and thrill-seekers, Swindon is more spreadsheet than spectacle. 7. Runcorn, England. Across the River Mersey from Liverpool sits Runcorn, a post-war new town that was once hailed as a model of modern living. Today, it's better known for its silence than its sparkle. Shopping City, once a futuristic indoor mall, feels like a time capsule from the 1970s, and the town's layout, wide roads, spaced-out estates, creates an oddly empty feeling. That said, Runcorn isn't unpleasant. The Silver Jubilee Bridge offers striking views, and regeneration projects aim to inject new life into the centre. But for visitors, Runcorn remains the kind of place that seems designed for getting things done, not for getting excited. 6. Alloa, Scotland. Once an industrial hub in central Scotland, Alloa was known for its distilleries and mills. Today, it's a small, peaceful town in Clackmannanshire that often gets labelled uneventful. The high street offers essentials but few surprises, and entertainment options are modest at best. Still, Alloa has a quiet charm. The historic Alloa Tower is worth a visit, and the views of the Ochil Hills are spectacular. Locals appreciate its affordability and friendly spirit, even if it's unlikely to appear on anyone's bucket list. For travellers chasing adventure, Alloa may seem sleepy, but for residents, that's part of the appeal. 5. Surbiton, England. Leafy, safe and perfectly ordinary, Surbiton is a southwest London suburb that could have been designed for middle-class calm. It's often remembered as the setting for the 1970s sitcom The Good Life, which perfectly captured its tidy, suburban feel. Surbiton is all about convenience. Fast trains whisk commuters to London Waterloo in 15 minutes. The streets are lined with coffee shops and Victorian homes, and the Thames is just a stroll away. But nightlife? Almost none. Excitement? Minimal. Surbiton's biggest claim to fame might be that it's so predictably comfortable. 4. Hatfield, England. If ever there was a town that defined the phrase quietly functional, it's Hatfield. Nestled in Hertfordshire, just a short drive north of London, Hatfield sits halfway between the capital's energy and the countryside's calm. Its roots run deep. The magnificent Hatfield House, a Jacobean mansion where Queen Elizabeth I once lived, adds historical weight to an otherwise modern, modest town. But outside that grandeur, Hatfield is unapologetically practical. The local shopping centre, the Galleria, offers chain stores and student deals rather than boutique charm. Streets are wide, housing is reliable, and life follows a pattern: work, home, repeat. To outsiders, it may seem uneventful, but that's exactly why many people love it. With the University of Hertfordshire drawing students from around the world, Hatfield could feel lively. And for a few years, it does. But step away from campus and things quiet down quickly. Evenings tend to fade into a hush. Most people commute, study, or raise families, creating a calm rhythm that rarely breaks into noise. The town's commuter town reputation overshadows its identity, yet its location is its biggest strength. Just 25 minutes from London by train, Hatfield offers affordable housing and peace without sacrificing access to the city. In the grand scheme of British life, Hatfield is neither exciting nor disappointing. It's steady, dependable, and safe. 3. Basingstoke, England. If Hatfield is quiet, then Basingstoke is its bigger, better organised cousin. This Hampshire town has long been the butt of jokes about British dullness. Even locals sometimes poke fun at its reputation. "We've got more roundabouts than attractions," they say with a smile. Originally a medieval market town, Basingstoke was transformed after the Second World War into one of the country's major new towns, a planned community built to house London's overspill. The result was clean, spacious, and efficient, but also slightly soulless. Today, its skyline is dotted with glass offices, shopping complexes, and residential blocks that could belong anywhere in southern England. Festival Place, its vast shopping centre, is the beating heart of the town. Inside, you'll find everything, from fast fashion to food courts, but step outside and the pace slows dramatically. There are parks, roundabouts, and quiet streets. It's safe and organised, but short on spontaneity. Yet Basingstoke's supposed boredom hides a practical strength. It's one of the most economically stable towns in the commuter belt, home to major employers and tech companies. Families appreciate its low crime rates and excellent transport links to London, Reading, and Southampton. For many, that's exactly what they want: comfort, convenience, and calm. Still, the reputation persists. For travellers chasing character, Basingstoke lacks the quirky cafes of Bristol or the seaside charm of Brighton. It's a town built to work, not to wow, but in its quiet orderliness lies a reflection of Britain's modern middle-class dream: stability over excitement. 2. Stevenage, England. Mention Stevenage, and most Brits immediately think new town. Built in the 1940s as the first of its kind, it was meant to represent the future of post-war living, neatly planned, green, and affordable. In that sense, it succeeded. But decades later, its carefully designed order is what earned it a reputation as one of the most boring towns in Britain. Stevenage doesn't shout, it hums quietly. Its town centre, rebuilt in a modernist style, features concrete walkways and pedestrian zones that feel frozen in time. The shopping streets are practical, not pretty. Everything feels deliberate. Efficient housing estates, purpose-built schools, identical neighbourhood layouts. It's an engineer's dream, but perhaps an artist's nightmare. Yet beneath that reputation, lies real life. For thousands of residents, Stevenage is affordable, clean and perfectly located. With trains that reach London in under half an hour and houses far cheaper than the capitals, it's a commuter's paradise. It may not be glamorous, but it's a town that works, something that can't be said for every part of the UK. Culturally, Stevenage has been slowly reinventing itself. The town's regeneration plans include revamping the shopping precinct, adding public art, and refreshing the old square. Even Hollywood has noticed. Stevenage recently served as a filming location for blockbuster movies, proving that even boring towns can have their cinematic moments. But the old label lingers. For many outsiders, Stevenage will always be the quiet face of British suburbia, safe, practical, and forgettable. Yet, perhaps that's its secret charm. A town built for living, not impressing. 1. Slough, England. No discussion of Britain's least thrilling places would be complete without Slough, a name forever linked with monotony, thanks to poet John Betjeman and the sitcom The Office. In 1937, Betjeman's satirical poem opened with the cutting line, "Come friendly bombs and fall on Slough." He wasn't calling for destruction, he was mocking the lifelessness of industrial sprawl. Nearly a century later, that perception has been hard to shake. Slough is a town of contradictions. On one hand, it's one of Britain's most productive business hubs, home to hundreds of companies and modern office parks. On the other, it's often branded as one of the most boring towns in the UK, where functionality overshadows flair. It's not beautiful, but it works. Drive through Slough, and you'll see logistics depots, warehouses, and stretches of dual carriageway. Its architecture is practical, its skyline dominated by cranes and commercial buildings. Nightlife is modest, and the high street lacks the glamour of nearby Windsor. For decades, it was a place people passed through on the way to somewhere else. Yet, despite its dull image, Slough is quietly thriving. The arrival of the Elizabeth line has connected it directly to London, boosting house prices and business investment. Modern apartments are springing up near the station, and the town centre is slowly transforming. For those who work in London but want more space and affordability, Slough has become an unexpected contender. What makes Slough fascinating in its own way is how it represents the everyday side of modern Britain. It's diverse, hard-working, and constantly evolving. Proof that being boring doesn't mean being unsuccessful. Yes, it lacks the historic beauty of York or the coastal charm of Whitby. But Slough's story is one of progress over prettiness. It's a town that gets things done, even if it doesn't sparkle while doing them. And perhaps that's what makes it so uniquely British. Practical, proud, and quietly persistent. The 10 most boring towns in the UK aren't disasters, they're simply content to be ordinary. From Lampeter's quiet streets to Slough's endless roundabouts, these places remind us that not every corner of Britain needs glamour. Sometimes, the calmest towns reveal the truest picture of everyday British life. Thank you for watching this video, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell.